got to give all the credit in the world to Josh. I think Josh is a world-class professional fighter. I think he knows what he's up against. There was a reason he wanted this rematch. So he is confident. I know there's a fear factor because he knows that Lara is a banger, but I think he knows the task at hand. That's why he wanted this fight. But Lara is supremely confident. And sometimes a fighter, when they win a championship or they fight on a world-class level, even if it's a losing effort but they did well, they become a better fighter because now they know they belong. When I first met Mauricio Lara, when he first came over here for this fight, I spent quite a lot of time with him in his camp because I was coming from America, so I was quarantined. He was coming from Mexico, so we were all quarantined together. So we spent a lot of time before a lot of other people came. He was very humble. He was just kind of taken by the bright lights and the magnitude of the event. I don't think he'd ever been on a stage like this. So he was just hungry and very happy to be there. And now you see a big difference. He's like, this is mine, I'm the champion. You know, it's a whole different Lara. So it's a different kettle of fish and it's a different fight. It's gonna be very interesting. I think you could see this fight going a whole lot of ways. Obviously, I have an opinion on who's going to win, but I'm not going to tell it to you because I got to stay neutral.
Of course, and if we could just head stateside, obviously the news of Oscar Valdez. Could I just get your reaction on everything that's going on around him?
You know, I don't know all the details. I've obviously heard some of the stuff that's going on, but yeah. I'd always like to refrain on stuff like that until I know all the details. Yeah. But obviously, you know, boxing is a very dangerous sport without PEDs. So, you know, the cleaner it can be, the safer it can be for the fighters.
With talk of this, and apparently the fight still may go on, what sort of impact does this have on boxing though? Does it just not harm the reputation even further if a fight like this goes on? And
again, I don't know all the facts, so, and that's not my job. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a sanctioning body. So I think there are people that do those jobs that know their job, hopefully, and they're making those decisions. So I don't know all the details of that.
Of course, and if we could just talk about Canelo Alvarez, he returns looking to make history, become the first undisputed super middleweight world champion. Talk to me about that fight. How exciting is it, the chance of him making history?
Yeah, well, it's great. I mean, he's just been on a tear, right? Canelo's really kind of been the face of boxing for a while now, and he's a superstar in the sport, and he's really just an unbelievable fighter, and he's hitting on all cylinders. He's got a tough test with Caleb Plant. Obviously, Caleb Plant is as tough as they come, but he's got a really tough test and task to fight Canelo. So it would be great to see all the straps. I mean, look, that's what fight fans want, right? Is clarity, right? We want clear as an unmuddied lake. We want to know who is the champ. So when you have one champ in a division right now, like a Josh Taylor at 140 or Katie Taylor at 135 for the women, you know, or any of these undisputed champions, you know, Usyk did it at cruiserweight. That's what the fans want to see. So it'd be great to see.